What's up? So as promised, I'm gonna take a video, or a vlog, I should say, of my entire day of eating. And before I get into that, I kind of just want to explain how I kind of set up my eating schedule. So I follow, I don't know if this is stable, whatever, I'm just gonna carry this around. I count my macros. I know a lot of you guys do that or are trying to do that and are having trouble like finding success or sticking to your plan. So I just wanted to speak on that a little bit. So basically counting your macros is giving yourself a caloric goal, depending on what your actual body composition needs are, whether that's to lose weight, maintain your weight, or gain weight, right? So right now throughout the winter, I usually maintain my weight and I calculate the amount of calories and macronutrients, protein, carbs, and fats you need to eat by using a macro calculator. Now you can use one of these tools and it helps you calculate the exact amount of calories and everything you need to eat based off like your day-to-day activities. So it'll ask you about kind of like your job, what the activity level is, what your day-to-day looks like, what you do in the gym, how often you work out and for how long, and the intensity, all stuff like that. And it is a tool you use to basically give you the most accurate estimate of what you should be eating depending on what your goal is. So right now I'm eating around 2,200 calories, and that was calculated based off my day and everything I just said. And my protein's kind of high, but not really. My carbs are higher, which is awesome, so I'm less tired throughout the day. My fats are relatively high too, because you always want to have high fats, keep your hormones not satiated, or hormones in check, or you're eating enough fats to really let your body do what it needs to get some good fats in your diet. So I'm just going to start off with my breakfast. I already had a Kirkland protein bar today because I was kind of in a rush to get out the door because I had a meeting to go look at some spaces for the gym. But this is the protein bar that I don't know why this camera is so close to my face. This is what I eat typically. It's Kirkland brand protein bars from Costco. These are actually pretty awesome. Chewy, taste good. I eat them pretty much every day. Macros look pretty good on this as well. 190 calories, 23 grams of carbs, 21 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat. So these are ideal calories you want to be eating for your protein bar. And it has some added in fiber, dietary fiber, 15 grams, which is pretty high for a protein bar in my opinion. But I'm going to get into my breakfast right now. Alright, so typically what I have for breakfast, let me open, look at that. Look at this guy right here, stud. What's up with my brother's haircut?
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Anywho, stud. Anyways, we're gonna go back into my fridge. So I typically have 3 eggs. I like to scramble them. And I also like to mix it in with this Kerrygold pure Irish butter right here. So my diet's typically kind of lower fat. So I like to add in a lot of this butter with my breakfast just to meet some of my fat needs for the day. This is great saturated fat that you want to be eating, not non-healthy fat. Good for your bodily processes. Kerrygold pure Irish butter. If you ever watch a lot of podcasts or people that talk about like brain health, this is probably something that they'll bring up. It's called bulletproof coffee. So you take like a tablespoon of this and throw it in your coffee, mix that in. It's full of good fats, gets you going for the day, but I like to mix it in my eggs because it gives you the same effect and it just tastes better with your eggs. Makes sense, right? So I'm gonna mix this up, get this going. Maybe I'll throw in some bacon and have a packet of this Quaker oatmeal over here. Gonna grab a bag. Cool, we got apples and cinnamon. So this is probably like another 30 grams of carbs right here. I'll mix that with some almond milk. I think over the years I developed a lactose intolerance, so I've just have not been eating dairy a lot in these past few years. And I'll probably grab a banana too because I'm really hungry. So I'm gonna get this going, and yeah. All right, I'm gonna get you guys in on a little secret on how to cook the perfect scrambled eggs. I learned this from Gordon Ramsay. Absolute savage in the kitchen, so share it with you. So first you get your grass-fed butter going. melt that up. It's on high heat right now. And then you're gonna pour in your scrambled eggs. Boom, it's a beautiful thing. And now you're gonna stir this vigorously with your spatula. Got some bacon going on in the microwave. That's what that noise is. So you're gonna be stirring this here for about 30 seconds. Right until it starts to form into a little eggy substance. Now I like my eggs really like soft and mushy. So this is kind of like the consistency I like. And if that's not for you, please disregard this. But yeah, you're gonna stir until you start seeing it forming a little bit. From here, you turn off the heat completely, but continue to stir it up so it doesn't overcook out of this exact texture. Right, so you kind of have control of the heat because it's just the heat of the pan from the fire. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this is gonna continue to cook a little bit. Stir for about 30 seconds. You're gonna turn that heat back on. Now this is crucial. You have to watch it. You have to watch it because this is when it could possibly overcook a little bit. And I sense it. So I'm ready to turn the heat back off. So you just need a little bit of extra heat right here to keep it going. And then you end up with this beautiful scrambled egg texture right here. Nice and creamy. So yeah, super happy with that. Made some bacon because, you know, life's short. Might as well eat some bacon with breakfast. I like mine super burnt and crispy. I don't know about you guys, but 90 seconds in the microwave, good for me. So good. I just dropped some of it on the floor and I'm pissed. I'm gonna finish making the rest of this and then yeah. Alright guys, so this is the final product. This is usually what my breakfast looks like every day. So 3 scrambled eggs with the pure Irish butter. This was 3 pieces of bacon, but I already ate one between the microwave and bringing this to the table. A banana, that oatmeal with almond milk, some water, and some black coffee over there. So this is what my breakfast looks like. Typically, if I'm either bulking, maintaining, or cutting, give or take maybe the bacon or a banana, but I'm just super hungry right now. I forgot to give you guys my current macro split for maintaining. Just so you guys know, I use the app MyFitnessPal, which is probably the most common one people use. So I'm just gonna give you a little insight into that. So we're gonna go into, I don't know if you guys can see this right now because it's kind of blurry, but I think it's goals, right? So 2,200 calories. Let me see if I could focus this. No? All right, whatever. 2,200 calories, 193 grams of carbs, 138 grams of protein, 98 grams of fat. I'm currently about 160 pounds right now, and I like to get down to about 153, 154. I feel like that's when I look and feel the best. I'm a little heavy right now, but it is kind of nice being at this weight and eating more food, so I can't really complain. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna log all my food and then kind of give you guys a breakdown of the rest of the day and the rest of my meals. So yeah. So I just devoured everything and I logged it on MyFitnessPal and came out to about 665 calories. I still have, along with the protein bar, which is like another 200, I still have a lot of macros left for the day. So I'm gonna clean this up, probably make some more coffee. I'm already kind of hungry again. My metabolism's super fast. Oh, another thing I wanted to address is on MyFitnessPal. I feel like a lot of you are kind of misguided and you account for too much, I feel like. So on MyFitnessPal, it gives you the option to like log your food and then you can input your goals. There's actually like a built-in macro calculator, but it's not as I guess you can say complex or advanced as I would like it to be. So it'll ask you some basic questions. I don't think you should go based off that. I think you should try to find a macro calculator that asks you as many questions as possible, that tries to use as much metrics or data as possible to input, you know, how many calories you're burning a day, your BMR, or metabolic rate based off your activities, just so you have a better and more accurate idea of what your body's actually doing. And you should take like a mental note of like how your body works. So eventually one day you won't have to use your macro calculator or count your macros even. I think I just spit everywhere, but it's just a good idea It's another tool you can use to help you get to your goals a little bit quicker. But that's a whole nother story. But anyways, within MyFitnessPal, it tells you that you can log your exercises. I think you should make this completely negligent to your day-to-day routine, because that is very basic and it's super hard to actually track the amount of calories you're burning while you're exercising if you're not using like a heart rate monitor, yada yada yada, or any other tools that'll help with that. So if you're just logging, let's say you lifted and you log that in MyFitnessPal, it's not going to ask you at what intensity were you working out at. It's not going to ask you if you were hungry. It's not going to ask you when's the last time you ate, stuff like that. There's so many factors that go into actually the amount of energy your body's going to use while you're doing an activity. It could go based off your hunger. Are you adequately fueled to be doing this activity? How intensely are you working out? And also, are you taxed from the day before? Are you just coming off a giant workout, or did you go for like a 10-mile run? It's just going to ask you, plain and simple, you worked out for an hour, log 300 calories, right? So that should be completely negligent.
3 hours later.
What's up? So I just got back from the gym and I'm gonna eat. I didn't have any protein powder, but my mom went to Lavodi's, got me one of these chicken teriyaki tortilla wraps. No one's ever logged it before on MyFitnessPal because there's no barcode and they don't give you any nutritional information on this. So if you ever run into a problem like this, let's say you get something and you don't have anything to really base your calories or macros off of, the best thing to do at that point is to find or try to find a food that's comparable on MyFitnessPal and something that's quantifiable. And by that I mean, so for example, for this chicken teriyaki wrap right here, if you go into MyFitnessPal, I'm comparing it to a chicken wrap from Sonic, which is measured in ounces or grams. So I'm gonna go to grams here, and then I'm gonna turn on my scale. It's always good to have a food scale to measure out your foods that you're unsure of, right? So I'm gonna set this onto grams, okay? Grab a plate, zero it out. Okay, now I'm gonna take this. Oh. So if we're measuring out half of this wrap right now, it's 242 grams. And if we lock that in over here on MyFitnessPal, it comes out to 400 calories, 30 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat, 38 grams of carbs. I'll take it. Seems likely. These tortilla wraps are usually like 50 to 70 grams of carbs, so that makes sense if you divide it in two. And there's a lot of chicken in here, so I'm just gonna hope for the best, and I think that's pretty accurate. This will help you kind of build some intuitive thinking if you're ever eating out and you want to try to hit your macros as accurately as possible, but you're put in kind of like a rut where you have to guesstimate what you're eating. This will help you kind of learn and help you understand kind of like your weights and your calories and portion sizing to give you a better idea of what you need to be eating or how you're going to strategically plan what you're eating for the rest of the day. It's pretty easy to me now because I've been doing this for a couple of years, but it's just something to think about, and it'll definitely help you in the long run if you try to educate and understand what it is you're exactly doing. And it's always good to have a game plan. So yeah, I'm going to eat this and then we're going to plan out the rest of my day. Hey, so we're already on the next day already. I didn't get to show the rest of my day because I got kind of caught up and busy at work, but I finished my macros for the day. And I know I'm not really showing too much what I'm eating, and I feel like I'm more so ranting than anything else, but I'm gonna end this vlog on a rant because I feel like I just need to address on a lot of things that I'm seeing. And so first things first, if you follow your macros and get as close to your goal as possible, that's going to help you progress towards your goal, whatever that is. We talked about weight loss. We talked about maintaining your weight and gaining weight as well. So if you stay as accurate as possible to the numbers you set for yourself, or whoever or whatever macro calculator you decide to give to you, you're going to see results. So, the bottom line is you have to be consistent with the process. And number two is that I see some people that follow flexible dieting kind of glorify eating whatever foods they want rather than trying to give yourself nutrient-dense foods or healthy foods. And I don't think that's the right way to go. See, my mindset is that I treat my body like I'm an athlete, so I would always want to, give myself the most nutritious and beneficial foods so I could perform at a high level. I never want to be cheating myself or selling myself short because I want to eat like all the tasty foods in the world, like donuts, pizza. That all has its place, and I eat that in moderation. But I'm really like basing my diet around whole foods, fruits, vegetables, as much as I can get, because I want to always be able to perform at a high level and feel just awesome all the time. I think that's something you guys should consider as well. And like over time, like eating healthy just makes you feel good, and you're also achieving your body compositional goals along the way. So why not hit the best of both worlds? So this is where I'm going to end this vlog for today, or over the span of these 2 days. And you'll get some more insight into my life as I try to make these more consistent. But as of lately, it's been kind of tough balancing all this work that I'm doing. But I will be able to free up and spend some more, or dedicate some more time to doing this. So thank you for sticking with me. If you watched this long, I really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys watching, supporting me. It doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.